In the ancient kingdom of Magadha, there was a boy named Aarav, the son of a poor stone cutter. From birth, Aarav was seen as weak and incapable. He lacked the strength to carve stone like his father, the intelligence to study scriptures like scholars, and any special talent that would make him valuable in the royal court. The villagers often said that he would never amount to anything. One day, while wandering by the river, Aarav came across an old sage meditating under a bodhi tree. Seeing the boy's troubled expression, the sage smiled and asked, "Why do you look so troubled, my child?" Aarav sighed. "Master, I feel worthless. I have no strength, no talent. No matter how hard I try, I cannot change my fate." The sage quietly picked up a drop of water from the river and let it fall onto a large stone nearby. Aarav watched in curiosity as the tiny drop rolled down without leaving a mark. "This single drop cannot change the stone instantly," the sage said. "But if a drop falls on the same spot every day for years, it will carve a deep mark into the hardest rock." He then looked at Aarav and said, "You do not need to change overnight. Just be a little better each day, and one day you will see the difference." The sage's words echoed in Aarav's mind. From that day on, he decided to change, little by little. On the first day, he tried lifting a small stone. On the second day, he lifted the same stone but faster. After a week, he could lift a larger stone. After a month, he could help his father carve smaller rocks. At first, the changes were so small that no one noticed, but Aarav did not stop. He kept improving, even if it was just by a little. 3 years passed, and Aarav was no longer the weak boy he once was. He had become a strong young man with firm hands and determined eyes. He not only trained his body, but also learned to observe, think, and refine his stone-cutting techniques. One day, when the king of Magadha visited the village in search of skilled stonecutters to build a grand temple, Aarav presented a new carving method he had developed. The king was astonished by his technique and appointed him as the chief stonemason for the most important project in the kingdom. Years later, when Aarav had become a legendary master sculptor, a group of young apprentices came to learn from him. One of them asked, "Master, how did you transform from a weak boy into a great artisan?" Aarav pointed to a large stone nearby. On its surface, there was a deep groove formed by years of falling rain. Smiling, he said, "This little drop of water taught me the most important lesson of my life. If you improve just 1% each day, over time, you can change anything, even your own destiny." Aarav's story became a legend in the village, inspiring generations to come.